Spatial distribution of population. Spatial distribution of population density is classified into the following categories. Of areas of extremely low density, areas of low density, areas of moderate density, areas of high density, and areas of very high density. Now let's look at them individually. Areas of extremely low density. Areas having 100 persons per square kilometer and less than that are included in this class. Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and Sikkim. Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram are located in remote and inaccessible parts of the northeast India. Sikkim is also a mountainous area with a low density of population. Andaman and Nicobar Islands is situated far away from the Indian mainland. The hot and the humid climate of these islands is injurious to health and very little economic development has taken place here. Areas of low density. Areas having a population density of 101 to 250 persons per square kilometer are included in this class. These states are Nagaland, Manipur, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Meghalaya, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Meghalaya, Manipur and Nagaland are hilly, forested and dissected areas of northeast India. These areas suffer from almost the same problems as those of Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram, although to a lesser extent. Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand are parts of the northwestern Himalayan region and have very little level land to support high population density. Jammu and Kashmir have vast areas devoid of population. Only some parts of Jammu region and Kashmir Valley are thickly populated. Large stretches of Leh and Kargil have a population density of less than 10 persons per square kilometer. On the whole, Kargil has a population density of 10 persons per square kilometer, while Leh, Ladakh has only 3 persons per square kilometer. These are dry and cold areas and badly lack the basic amenities of life. Rajasthan is the largest state of India. There are obviously large variations in the density of population in different parts of the state depending upon the local conditions. Most of Rajasthan is a sandy desert lacking in water resources and does not support high population density. Western parts of the state is having even less than 50% per square kilometer, whereas eastern and northeastern parts of this state have sufficient resources and have a comparatively high density of population. Madhya Pradesh is a part of the Deccan Plateau and is having rugged topography of hard rocks. Like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh has rich topography, is thickly forested and is largely inhabited by tribal people. As such, the population density in this state also is low. Areas of moderate density. Now let's look at them. This class includes those areas which are having 251 to 500 persons per square kilometer. The average for whole of India, which is 382 persons per square kilometer, also falls in this class. Odisha, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, including Telangana, Karnataka, Tripura, Maharashtra, Goa, Assam, and Jharkhand are included in this category. These areas are wide apart from one another and there are different reasons for moderate density of population in different areas. For example, Assam has tea estates, whereas Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Odisha, Karnataka and Jharkhand have agricultural and mineral resources. Maharashtra is a highly urbanized and industrialized state. The neighboring state of Gujarat also has urban and industrial growth, although at a scale smaller than that of Maharashtra. Among northeastern states, Tripura has sufficient level of land which supports moderate population density. Now let's look at the areas of high density. These are areas having a population density of 501 to 1000 persons per square kilometer. States and union territories are included in this category are Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, Uttar Pradesh, Kerala. Punjab and Haryana have highly developed agriculture based on heavy inputs in the form of high yielding varieties of seeds, chemical fertilizers and canal and tube well irrigation. Similarly, Tamil Nadu's population is based on agriculture and industries. The coastal plain of Kerala is also very fertile. However, Kerala has started showing a decline in the growth rate of population. Uttar Pradesh is located in the fertile Ganga plain and supports high population density. Areas of very high density. Areas having more than 1000 persons per square kilometer are termed as areas of very high population density. West Bengal, Bihar, Lakshadweep, Daman and Diu, Pondicherry or Puducherry, Chandigarh and Delhi have a very high density of population due to different factors operating in different areas. Like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar is located in the fertile plain of Ganga and supports a very high population density. It seems that measures to control population growth have not given the desired results, and Bihar has now surpassed West Bengal as the state with the highest density of population among the major states. West Bengal is located in the Ganga Delta, which is one of the most fertile areas of the world, producing 3 to 4 crops of rice in a year. Among the union territories, Delhi has experienced one of the fastest population growths. It is a result of which its population density has increased considerably. This growth is primarily due to large-scale migration of people from surrounding areas. People migrate to Delhi in large numbers in search of livelihood and better amenities of life. Now let's look at the causes of uneven distribution of population. Firstly, the physical causes. It is clear that climate along with terrain and availability of water largely determine the pattern of population distribution. Consequently, we observe that the Indian or the North Indian plains, deltas and the coastal plains have higher proportion of population than the interior districts of southern and central Indian states. Himalayas, some of the northeastern states and the western states. However, development of irrigation in Rajasthan, availability of mineral and energy resources in Jharkhand, and the development of transport network in the peninsula states have resulted in moderate to high concentration of population in areas which were previously very thinly populated. Now, the other causes are the socio-economic and historical causes. Among the socio-economic and the historical factors of distribution of population, important ones are evolution of settled agriculture and agricultural development, pattern of human settlement, development of transport network, industrialization and urbanization. It is observed that the regions falling in the river plains and coastal areas of India have remained the regions of larger population concentration. Even though the uses of natural resources like land and water in these regions have shown the sign of degradation, the concentration of population remains high because of an early history of human settlement and development of transport network. On the other hand, the urban regions of Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bengaluru, Pune, Ahmedabad, Chennai and Jaipur have high concentration of population due to industrial development and urbanization, drawing a large number of rural urban migrants. Now let's look at the factors influencing distribution and density of population. Now let's look at some of the major factors influencing the distribution and density of population. Firstly, terrain. Terrain of a land is a potent factor that influences the concentration and growth of the population. Normally speaking, plain areas encourage a higher density of population as compared to mountainous regions. The steep slope in the mountain areas restrict the availability of land for agriculture, development of transport, industries, and other economic activities which may tend to discourage the concentration of population and its proper growth. It is because of these adverse circumstances that the Himalayan region, though occupies about 13% of India's land area, supports only 1 to 2% of the country's population. In contrast to this, the Great Plain of North India is a land of extremely gentle slope and offers great opportunities for the growth of agriculture, transport and industries. This results in a higher concentration of population. Although the Great Plain of North India has less than 1/4 of the area but has more than 50% of the population. The next factor is climate. Climate is as important as the terrain in influencing a population. Of all the climatic factors, twin elements of rainfall and temperature play the most important role in determining the population of an area. Man cannot go beyond the limits set by climate. Extremes of climate discourage the concentration of population. Such climates include the too cold climate of Himalayas and the too hot and dry climate of the Thar Desert. A moderate climate, on the other hand, is favorable for the population. Of the twin factors of rainfall and temperature, rainfall is more effective in determining the distribution of population. It is generally said that the population map of India follows its rainfall map. Rainfall supplies sufficient water for agriculture, which is the main occupation of Indian masses. As we move from Ganga-Brahmaputra delta in the east towards the Thar Desert in the west, the amount of rainfall and consequently the density of population decreases. However, there are a few exceptions to this general observation. The Assam Valley in the northeast and the Sarkar's coast on the Bay of Bengal has a moderate density of population, although these areas receive heavy rainfall. Similarly, the southern face of the Himalayas is scarcely populated, though this area receives sufficiently high rainfall. The next factor is soil. Soil plays an important role for the agrarian economy. The fertile soil of North Indian plains, the coastal plains and the black soil region of the Deccan Plateau are densely populated. The next factor is the water bodies. Population is generally concentrated in river valleys. Water is needed for agriculture, irrigation industries and domestic purposes. The next factor is the mineral resources. The availability of mineral resources also determine the population density of an area. For example, Chota Nagpur region is rich in minerals comprised of high population density. Next factor is the industries. 1 hectare of industrial land is capable of supporting several thousand persons. For example, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, Gujarat, etc. Transport is the next factor. Transport and communication also determine the density of population of an area. For example, northern plains have a high network of roads and other modes of transportation comprise of higher population density in contrast to the peninsula plateau with a low network of transportation channels and thus having lower population density. Urbanization is the next factor. Urbanization and population concentration go hand in hand and are closely related to each other. All the urban centers are marked by a high density of population. The minimum density that an area should have to be designated as urban is 400 persons per square kilometer. The highly urbanized districts of Kolkata, Chennai, Greater Mumbai, Hyderabad, Delhi, Chandigarh have population densities of over 6,000 persons per square kilometer. Delhi has the highest population density of 11,297 persons per square kilometer as per 2011 census figures. Now let's move on to the next topic, density of population. The density of population shows the land to man ratio. It is calculated on the basis of total population of a country divided by the total area of the country. The highest density among the major states was recorded in Bihar, being 1106 persons per square kilometer, followed by West Bengal with 1028 and Kerala 860 persons per square kilometer. The lowest density was found in the state of Arunachal Pradesh with 17 persons per square kilometer. Mizoram with 52 persons, Sikkim with 86 persons per square kilometer also had less than 100 persons per square kilometer as per 2011 census. The states of Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka and Maharashtra have lower density than the states of the plains of northern India, which are Bihar, Haryana, Punjab, West Bengal and UP. The areas of low density are Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Sikkim, Jammu and Kashmir, Meghalaya, Manipur, Himachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Assam and the Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The low density areas are characterized by hilly and mountainous topography, hot and cold deserts, marshy lands and areas of hot and humid climate like Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In general, the density of population has increased in all the states and union territories between 2001 and 2019. Now let's look at the agricultural or physiological density of population. The agricultural density reveals the pressure of population on agricultural land. It is calculated by dividing the total population by the total agricultural land. The agricultural density of India was 670 persons per square kilometer as against the arithmetic density of 324 persons per square kilometer, which rose to 791 persons per square kilometer in 2011. In other words, the agriculture density of India is more than twice to that of the average density of the country. The highest agricultural density was found in Kerala, followed by Manipur and Goa. Now let's look at the population estimates, some facts about the population size and density. In the case of India, there is no direct relationship between the total population and the total density of population. For example, Uttar Pradesh, the most populous state of India, ranks 4th in the density of population among the major states of the country. The density of population of UP is however higher to that of China, India, the United States of America, Indonesia and Brazil. Similarly, Bihar is the second most populous state with a population of 104 million, followed by Maharashtra, West Bengal. The state of Kerala, which claimed the highest density of population till 1981, lost ground to Bihar and West Bengal in 2011. In 2011, Bihar recorded the highest density and pushed West Bengal to the second rank with a density of 1029 persons per square kilometer. Population estimates. It is encouraging to note that 2001 to 11 is the first decade, with the exception of 1911-21, when the absolute increase in the population over the 10-year period has been less than the previous decade. The percentage decadal growth during 2001 to 11 has recorded the sharpest decline since independence. According to the Population Division of United Nations Department of Economic and Social Affairs, India will continue to grow to about 1.6 billion by 2060 before beginning to decline. India, with 1.46 billion people, will have overtaken China with 1.39 billion as the most populous country in 2028. The United Nations Population Report, World Population Prospects, the 2012 revision, has projected that the global population will touch 9.6 billion by 2050, with most of the growth in developing countries. India's population will be around 1.6 billion in 2060 and then decline slowly to 1.5 billion in 2100. The United Nations World Population Prospects, released on 24th February 2005, New York, estimates that there will be 1395 million people in India by 2025 and 1595 in 2050. China will be populated to 1445 million by 2025 and 1392 in 2050. Interestingly enough, half of India's population is below 26 years of age. Conclusion: the distribution of population in any country or region is closely influenced by physical, that is terrain, topography, climate, natural vegetation, minerals and soils, socio-economic factors like religion, customs, education, awareness, per capita income and standard of living, and political factors like government policy towards population. The parts of country having good climate, fertile soils, adequate availability of water, minerals, good connectivity by roads and railways have a high concentration of population.